So group one, I want you to copy those graphs down. You can fill in the rest of the stuff. Some things have answers, some things don't. They all have non-permissible values. And sometimes our non-permissible values are holes, and sometimes they're going to be vertical asymptotes. So this is group one, the second 4 graphs on page 101. Go back to the top here. This is group one, parabola over a line, and we're just going to make an observation. Some characteristics that we've noticed. We either have holes or vertical asymptotes at the non-permissible values. And sometimes, and this is how you spell oblique, those diagonal asymptotes, we sometimes have oblique asymptotes. So the next thing that we're going to do with these is we're going to try to figure out how do we know if we're going to have a hole or we're going to have a vertical asymptote. And there's actually a simple and easy way to find that out. And it looks like this. It involves a skill that you're hopefully getting really good at. Starts with F, rhymes with tractor. There we go. You're going to have to factor. So, if I take this first one and I factor the top, I get x plus 1, x minus 1, and on the bottom I have an x plus 1. What do you notice? They could cancel out. And then your equation just is a straight line, x minus 1. Did we not get a straight line? But we still have a non-permissible value because the original equation had an x plus 1. So minus 1, even though it's simplified, is never allowed. And you can label it on here. The whole is going to be at minus 1. And now if I plug it into my new equation, it's at minus 1 minus 2. Because it would have been a straight line, but I have a hole in it. So if you can factor and something cancels out, you get a hole. If you factor but nothing, the non-permissible value term doesn't cancel out, it becomes and stays an asymptote. So if we look at the next ones quickly, the second one had a hole, which means if I factor this, it should cancel out. Let's see what happens. The top is x minus 1, x plus 2. Oh, look at that. These cancel out. My whole is going to be at minus 2 because that's my non-permissible value, and I'm left with x minus 1. If I plug in the minus 2, that would be at minus 2 minus 3. That's our whole. The next one doesn't factor, so we kept an asymptote. The next one factors x plus 1, x plus 1, but it doesn't cancel out. So we still have a vertical asymptote at, you can even label this in, x equals negative 2. And the last one, there's a common factor in the top. You could factor out a 2x, leaving with x minus 2, and sure enough, that cancels out with the x minus 2 on the bottom, which tells us we're going to have a hole at 2 comma something, and what is it going to be? If I plug in the 2, it's going to be at 2 comma 4. So for group 1, we just learned how to find a hole in a graph. A graph has a hole if a non-permissible value factor cancels out and goes away. But it's still a non-permissible value, so we show it as a hole in the graph.